morning, good morning, good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Big jobs number. Now, it's never right, but it's a big jobs number. Meta hit 300, coming down. What a move, what a move. We've seen it. Microsoft has an upgrade of the ages. It's got two of them, a 415 target and a $3 trillion, the next $3 trillion company. Now, I don't even know what it's worth now. If somebody can just post that in the chat, post it here. Tell me what it's worth. I mean, it's monster. But they told you they're going to 1.5 times the company. So stock's going to go to 600, 700 over 4 or 5 years. It's a good long-term play for big money. Okay? So that's way up there. Let's see what happens there. Tesla, not down much. That's holding very nicely. Chips are getting whacked again because they think this thing is going to happen. They're going to hit the clouds. If they hit the clouds. But there's an event happening tonight that nobody's talking about. Andy Jassy is on CNBC at 3 o'clock. And they're going to ask him, I'm 90% sure it is, that they're going to ask him if Amazon Services growth is coming back. And Amazon was at 122 when after earnings last time when he said Amazon Web Services growth has slowed. If he says Amazon Cloud is back, you're going to get an insane rip up. Now, if he says it isn't, Snow's going to implode. Isn't that interesting? Both sides. Interesting. So that's what we know, that's what we know. Where's SPX? SPX going to go lower. Let it go lower. This is set up very nicely for an SPX drop to 4,400 today and then a pop. Okay, ENPH, they're going to give him a $60 million deal. Biden is going to give him a $60 million deal today. That's what the article says. Doesn't mean he is. I mean, these articles, 2/3 never make sense or real, but we have to see. Then we see. If you had a shortage of supplies, are you making windshield wiper chips or AI chips? Absolutely. Then we see. Okay. Taiwan Semi says no issue with the materials. Isn't that interesting? So that should take Lam Research right back to 650. Gotta see how it plays out. But it's weak right now to start. And Microsoft looks like it can absolutely explode. And we're in these 340, 250s left to get a double on those. That would be nice. Then we see Bitcoin moving, MicroStrategy up, coin up. See if this MicroStrategy hits 400 right at the open. I'm telling you, very, very interesting. Okay? And then we play out into tomorrow in the jobs. Okay? So that's the market, and that's the market you have. Okay? Think about Avago. Avago Monday closes for the high, 876. Lam Research closes at 651. Lam Research is down 35. Avago down 35. I mean, these are not down 5 and 10. Crazy, right? Crazy. NVIDIA didn't go down yesterday. Everything else went down. So watch NVIDIA if it breaks. And Snow's working lower. Would like to see it pop down and want to be in both sides of Snow probably. Because into Andy Jassy. If he says Cloud is not coming back, Snow's down 10. Easy. Or more. If he says Cloud is already back and it's fixed and it's gotten better in the last 4 weeks, look out above. Everything goes rippy tomorrow. Doesn't matter what the job says. Okay? But here's the thing. Do they have the balls? Yes, balls. To ask him the question. Is AWS better? Or they're just going to dilly-dally on there. Oh, I like you because you came on my show. I'm not going to ask you a hard question. Clowns. Anyway. Okay. Hope you like the voice. There you go. There you go. I can do the Indian voice too. Okay, no. Everybody will laugh. Okay, that's right now. Okay, good morning, everybody. 7-6. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Big jobs report like nothing. The inflation is not going to stop. People have here's the reality of the situation. And here's what I see. And this is what nobody talks about. Think about this. So I see articles on Yahoo and Microsoft, et cetera, every day. How long will $1 million last you in retirement? Okay? First of all, if nobody had $1 million, then why would they publish this article? How many people have $1 million? I would tell you that if you multiply the number they give you by 80%, and they're wrong. So if they tell you there's, 10 million millionaires, I would tell you there's 18 million millionaires. So why, Sam? Because they know what money you have in this account or that account. They don't know all your money in all your different accounts and everywhere else, and people put money everywhere, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So they don't know that. Okay? So, and the trusts. Everybody and their mother has a trust. It's where you put your houses. All your houses and everything else are in trusts. They have no idea what's in the trust. Okay? Very interesting. So, they don't understand how much money there is out there. Okay? Okay, Disney. The Disney CEO says we raise prices too aggressively. No shit. I mean, think about how pissed off people are when they say, okay, we're going to charge you double for Disney if you go this day and less if you go this day. Wow. Then they tell you, here's a fast pass. Oh, but you got to pay for the fast pass. Oh, we have more business here, so you got to pay more for that fast pass. And then a Coke and a pizza cost you $21 per person or $30. I'm telling you, these guys, Disney, let me tell you, every CEO, 90% of them, they're just dumb. They're just dumb. Let's just keep raising prices. Understand. But at some point it breaks. It breaks. And nobody goes. And they say, you keep your Disney to yourself, nobody's going. We'll dress up Mickey. Hubby is Mickey Mouse. There you go. Anyway. Okay? So just know that. Really poorly run company. A really, really poorly run company. I've told you before how Disney, $2 billion a year from Netflix they would have got. That's $10 billion. $10 billion. So up to date. But here's the thing. Then they spent $10 or $12 billion. So they're down $22 billion because they want to run a streaming service. They're better off closing the streaming service today, licensing it to Netflix for $4 billion, and they're done. And they make $4 billion a year. They're not going to make $4 billion a year profit for another 10 years in Disney. He doesn't understand. He doesn't understand. That's why he left. And now he came back. Because if he didn't understand, he screwed it up. Okay? Now, Netflix starting to raise prices and doing this, they're going to go to shit too. You watch. Not right now. But they're going to hit a peak somewhere here, and everybody's going to cancel that shit too. You remember Reed Hastings in a conference 6-7 years ago? We don't want to raise prices and piss our customers off. Now they double them and raise them and change password things and everything else. You know why? Because they can't make their earnings any other way. Same thing. Go Go look at what all these companies are doing. Central Market. I went to Central Market for Fourth. Peppers, nice green peppers. Okay, $2 a green pepper. Then you go to Tom Thumb, which is just as good on the produce. 60 cents for a green pepper. It's a $1.40 difference. $1.40, and these aren't even organic. $1.40 difference. At some point, people get upset, and they leave you, and they don't come back. Sam has never raised prices. No reason to. But a lot of dumb people out there. Okay, so just know that. Okay, SPX down 32. I think this hits 4,400. 4,400. These rates are going to go up. Now they're thinking 3 or 4 hikes. That's what you're going to get today. And if you get a big jobs number tomorrow, we may break down lower. Then we go up. Then we go up. Then we go up. Then we go up. Okay? So you got 43.91, 43.82, 44.52 upside. Avago. This one kind of strange. Was up all day and then straight down. 872 up, 832 down. NVIDIA. 416, 409, 400 very hard. If it does 399, it craters. 439 up. I told you, this is in no man's land. You just don't even understand how people don't understand this. If the government tells you we may or may not kill your revenue by 25%, who's buying it? If they kill it by 25%, stock's way down. If they don't kill it, it's way up. But you have risk, so you just sit there and you wait and you twiddle your fingers. It's in no man's land. CMG, right back lower. 2152. Meta. See if this pops 300. If it takes out 300, and they say, I don't know how many people signed up. Did they get 10 million? Maybe? Don't know. If they get to 25 million or 30 million, probably can break tomorrow and go to 310, 311. I looked at it. It's not bad. It's a copycat of Twitter. But let me tell you, I told you the problems with Twitter. Elon likes this, people can harass people and say whatever they want shit. Well, you can't. You can't. And Meta boots you right away. So all those guys are gone. And you can go have your thing on Twitter and say, I like Twitter and stuff. But, you just, let me tell you, I told you, see, Elon, as smart as he is, something he's not that smart. All he has to do is say, if you harass somebody for more than a week, we're going to release your name and your phone number and your address into this database, and everybody can know who you are. Boom. Trolling is done. It's done. And the bots, how do you fix the bots? You just check IP addresses. If this bot has 35 IP addresses, you whack them. And you whack the IP address so he can't even sign up. None of this stuff is hard, but here's the thing. I told you this 6 years ago with Twitter. Twitter wants more users. It doesn't care if they're bots. He doesn't care. He's lying to you. He doesn't care if Sam has an account and there's 50 fake Sam accounts messaging people to send them money. He doesn't care. He says, I got 50 new users. But they're not 50 new users. They're 50 fake users. And see, he hasn't figured that one out yet. Okay? UPST, 39, 39, 39. It's right there. It's back down today. See if it can get through. Snowman. Underneath 169 is 161. Adobe. Tried to go yesterday, right back down. Can't get going. Coin. This one might go today. 81.86. MDB. 422. Netflix. 452. 391. They have not told you that they did better. And if their revenue is barely better, this thing is at 380, 370. MicroStrategy. This one could hit 400 today. Very interesting. Goldman Sachs, 313. NDX. If it gets to 15,000, then it becomes interesting for tomorrow, both sides. 200-point day tomorrow, and NASDAQ. SMCI, 256. SHOP, 66. Now, 566. 572. Microsoft, monster upgrade, and people are saying it's the next trillion-dollar company. If it's real, this thing is at 343 in the first 15 minutes. Yes, in the first 15 minutes. Tesla, 286. Enphase, supposed to be getting a $60 million deal. If it's real, then Enphase reverses and hits 170 in the first 5 minutes. That's what we know. That's what we know. Everybody have a great day. See you, chat.